Welcome back, everybody. When we use the term power couple today, we really mean it. Newlyweds Kyle Soderman and Megan Johnson Soderman of Georgetown have qualified for, get for it, the semifinals of American Ninja Warrior, which returns to NBC on August 12th. They're joining us in the studio today to share more about their individual and collective journey. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for bringing the power to the studio this morning. I'm really excited about this. Megan, I'd like to hear a little bit about y'all's backgrounds in fitness, maybe starting with you, and then how you got together.
Yeah, so personally, I've always been generally athletic. I grew up playing soccer, running cross country, and doing a multitude of sports, but it wasn't until my early 20s that I really got ninja athletic, which is a whole different type of athletic. Somebody took me to a ninja gym and I just got hooked on it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Very cool. And that actually is how you met this guy, right?
Yeah, about 5 years ago on set. That's how we met.
Yeah, I mean, of course, one thing leads to another. When we got a lot of downtime on set, hanging out, we were both into the same things. We both do parkour all the time, so that really was a nice connecting bond for us.
That's wonderful. And yeah, so if people are listening right now, they're thinking, hang on, lots of downtime. Can you just describe for us, Kyle, a little bit more about how it works behind the scenes at American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, so behind the scenes, of course, there's a lot of interviews just like this, so the audience can learn more about us when they're actually airing the episodes. But a lot of times we're sitting there watching, cheering on the other athletes going through the course, because there's hundreds of athletes who need to run the course every single night. So a lot of times it's just us hanging out, talking, and then of course we gotta at some point get ready and run the course ourselves.
Gotcha, and a little spark can form.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Okay, and Kyle, tell us a little bit about your fitness journey as well. You've got a cool job.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a stunt performer, and I've been doing action sports literally my entire life, whether that's snowboarding, competitive paintball, motocross, and then parkour, like I said, is a big part of my fitness routine. And that just kind of naturally led me into becoming a stunt performer. And then, of course, that even led me into now getting on American Ninja Warrior and competing.
Well, and you guys have pretty impressive pedigrees. You both have had 5 appearances plus on American Ninja Warrior. So Kyle, I am going to ask you first. Just tell us a little bit about your time on the show. Maybe some of the things that you feel are challenges for you, and some of the things you're like, ooh, I've got that one in the bag.
Yeah, all day, any sort of agility or balance obstacle, I got that. Mm-hmm. Parkour is my background, so I'm super comfortable on those obstacles, but then I'm a taller, a little bit heavier guy than a lot of the other athletes, so anytime there's like a cliffhanger, something with very tiny ledges to hang on with my fingers, I always struggle a little bit. If people are fans of the show, they know I've now 2 years in a row fell on the same obstacle, which is a cliffhanger in Vegas for stage 3. So super proud of getting there, but it's really tough for me to just get past that one obstacle.
Well, and then there's like that mental block that starts to form, right? Of like, don't let it take you down because this is the thing that normally does. That's tough.
Yeah, very tough.
Okay, all right. Megan, what about you? What's kind of your bag of tricks and what's a little bit more of a challenge?
You know, I fall on a different type of obstacle every year. So it's hard because we don't know what they're going to throw at us every year. We show up and we find out what the obstacles are when we get there. So we try to train a multitude of different things: balance, grip strength, make sure we can do as many pull-ups as possible. But you know, 2 years I got taken out on a really tough balance obstacle. And then this year it was one grip move that took me out. And
I'm telling you, those grip moves. It looks like you have to have insane, like the forearm grippy strength, at least from somebody who's watching at home. Looks like for the pair of you, you've got to have it really down pat. So
yeah, and
tough stuff.
We practice it. We rock climb at least once a week, and we're always working on our grip strength, but sometimes there's a lot of elements that go into it.
It's a lot of obstacles in a row, so.
Yeah, you bet. And it's kind of surprise. You have to find out when you get there what you're going to be tackling. So that's a lot. Okay, I do want to brag on the pair of you, though, if I can. You guys have actually won the couples championship of American Ninja Warrior. Kyle, can you just reflect on that for me for a moment?
Yeah, it was really honestly just such a special thing for us, because at that point we've been dating for a few years. And we've both been doing American Ninja Warrior for years now, and then for us to be able to come together and do a relay style race with each other just was a really cool experience. And then, of course, winning it was pretty special too.
Yeah, that is pretty special. Well, congratulations on that. And I want to ask a little bit more, Megan, as well, about how you guys specifically prepare. I know your backyard has kind of become a jungle gym, right? How do you guys get ready for each of these?
Well, like we said before, grip strength is a huge part of it. So we spend a lot of time rock climbing, a lot of time doing pull-ups. We have a bar actually nailed between a tree in our backyard that we can do pull-ups on.
Nice.
We try to do balance as much as we can. And then, of course, there are ninja gyms. There's a lot more ninja gyms in the US than people think. And there are places where you can go and actually get comfortable doing obstacles.
And doing it in front of people, I think that's an important element of that as well. Okay, I want to congratulate y'all as well. You've qualified for semis. I will tell everybody at home, it turns out they've completed this competition. We just, as the audience members, don't know what happens yet. So we get to start watching those episodes on August 12th on NBC. I just want to hear you talk a little bit, Kyle, about how it felt to qualify. And you know, kind of the excitement around getting to semifinals. That's huge.
I mean, that's always the goal. The goal really is to make it to Vegas at the end of the day, and that's where you can win the $1 million, of course. And every single year that we do it, it's always the goal to move on, and just getting past that first round is always a nice weight off your chest, because it is a little bit nerve-wracking when you haven't done it for a year. It's been a while since you've been on camera, been a while since you've been on the massive obstacles that are on American Ninja Warrior. So it's just a big weight off our chest, and then just looking forward to the next round.
And I know you can't tell me if you've got a lot of cash now, but Megan, what would you do? What will you do with the money if you win?
So we got money from the couples episode, and we've been working on building out our backyard and making more ninja obstacles and just making it our ninja haven. We actually got an in-ground trampoline with that money, so really just adding on to that is kind of our goal. I mean, this is how we made the money, so we want to use it towards continuing to be able to train with it.
I can't wait to cheer you guys on. Thank you both so much for your time, and congratulations on everything you've achieved. Good luck on everything to come. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Cheer on Kyle and Megan when American Ninja Warrior returns to NBC on August 12th. Follow both of these awesome athletes on Instagram to see more of their fitness and personal journeys. Stay with us.